Hey guys, Vilisink back again with the Raid Shadow Legends. First and foremost, how are you? Let's get rid of some red dots. And then let's play around, have some fun with a starter champion. So take that, take that. Remember DK Skeleton Crew? Get this reward here, and you have DK Rises for that rewards there. Make sure you claim them, they are free. Red dots, red dots. So, the fun we're going to have is we're going to take my starting champion, Elhain, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. Just a little bit. She has speed or attack boots, speed for dungeons. Maybe we don't need them. Let's quickly see if we can attack boots with subs. Great rate. Can it be done? So just now we're 102% crit rate. If we can get if we get a decent roll on crit rate, yeah, and you have to go defense. That's a bit of a shame. Let's quickly try some weapons here because we don't. Come on, guys, jeez. So I'll tell you what, let's just keep it as it is because it's cruel and a savage setup. She's respectively fast. So she didn't give her attack boost, but it is what it is. But the plan is, I was going to have some fun with her. Put her in just some compositions to try to buff the damage and so forth. And the damage, realistically, is quite cool. We will have to come back after we switch attack boots, which means switching out of cruel, I think, and having savage and possibly a broken set. But we will see. Everybody knows the stats: 14k HP, 1200 attack, which is still reasonable for a beginning rare champion. 107 speed, so faster than maybe 92% of all the champions in the game. And what we're working with is 3.7k attack, so quite low. Quite low, fair enough. 102 crit rate, 253 crit damage, and that's pretty much it. She's obviously booked. I went down to flawless execution. I think the plan is we're going to have a bit of fun, and then I might change the masteries, change the build a bit, to get her more attack, just to make her just a glass nuke. And then we'll see how it goes from there. But let's take her in. Let's have some fun. And we'll be going to stage. We're taking Ghostborn, so stage 19. Seer gives us the weaken because Lydia's inconsistent just due to the fact that she's we could try Lydia actually, I believe. So we've got increased attack from Ghostborn. We've got Gerptuck for damage according to the masteries. If she's debuffed, she'll do more damage. Seer gives us a weaken. We've got a decreased defense. Got increased crit damage, increased crit rate. So yes, we potentially could give her attack boots. Let's do one quick run. It is an idea. We're getting the increased crit rate buff from Archmage, so realistically we could make her 70%. As long as she has that buff, we will be fine. So increased crit damage, increased crit rate and whatnot. Let's put up the unresistible. He can weak hit and then it is resistible, which is quite annoying, but it is what it is. And so we have decreased defense, we have weaken. We do get 12% more damage for stunned opponents, so we will potentially remove Seer, put in somebody just to stun. So let's attack one enemy, then all enemies. Places a 30% increased rate buff on this champion for 3 turns. Let's see if we can slap. Hit her first. 117,000. 48, 62, 75. So, not the worst bit of damage there. Let's just keep it going for a second. Let's just get Ghostborn. Ghostborn does hit respectively well. Going to wave 2. So we'll have to wait for things to cycle back, which is fine. We do have a couple of stuns, I'll take it. We're just going to go slap you. Spirit Host is the most annoying because she is... his moves don't really matter. Let's keep her main moves. Let's just hit Spirit Host. Really should have taken a Renegade. She could have been quite cool here. So we've got a couple of turns, but if we throw the weaken up, 2 turns. You know what? Yeah, it's taking too long. So let's be wasteful and let's replay again. But this time, let's use Elhain's A3. We will attack everybody with the AoB. So they're debuffed. We're buffed up. We're now going to go to the A3. So 50s and 60s. It's not that bad for stage 19 to almost one-shot the entire wave. That is, I will say, quite cool. But let's, just for a second, we're getting, if we can stun, so let's just take in Sile for a second. We're going to keep the weakened decrease defense. We lose damage not having Gurp Tuck, but then we gain damage because we're going to be stunning people. So let's do that. Let's buff up. Let's go decrease defense. Give me some stuns, Sil. I mean, 2 stuns is not the worst. So decrease defense, weaken. We have that. But we do have. Let's take a look at the info. So we've got increased crit rate, increased speed, increased crit damage, increased attack. Our decreased defense. So we're going to be hitting Hyria first. And let's go with this one here. Start with that. Hit her first. 115. Start with 40 pluses. Okay, let's just keep hitting. Hopefully we can keep 1 or 2 alive. Seer will then A3. Sorry. Elhain, we will A3. Extra turn. Don't take too many extra turns. Because Spirit Host, how much damage are you going to get done to you? 51, which is quite average. But what I want to do is, I want to, because we're getting that increased crit rate buff, I think we may as, look, Elite Sacred Pack, no thank you. We may as well take a look. If we lose some attack from Cruel Set, I mean it is what it is, but we could gain we're gaining 400 plus. Lose speed, doesn't matter. We're still gaining attack. We're getting the crit rate buff, which I'm okay with. We need that because it's Savage. This Cruel Shield is quite good. That cannot be replaced. So we now have... We're getting the buff for crit rate, so we're fine. More attack. But I wanted to also come in here and just change this up a bit. So it's crit rate, crit damage. We're coming down. So we'll heal ourselves, or increases damage inflicted targets. So we can take single doubt. So this one increases speed for each enemy killed. Not really necessary. Let's just targets with higher HP. 6% extra damage. Yep, that'll do. Increases damage. That'll do. We want to get Helm Smasher to go with the Savage. We want to increases the damage inflicted by this champion's default skill. Cycle of Violence doesn't really matter. Increases damage inflicted for each dead ally. It could be respectively a handy. We got. Let's just go here. Heart of Glory. We should have got a Ruthless Ambush now. Kind of regretting not taking it. Yeah, actually, I'm going to be extremely wasteful here. I'm going to be so wasteful, you're probably going to sue me for it. So we kind of need to go down both sides. So we need that. We're going to take that to finish people off. I'm happy with. We still want to do more damage to stunned opponents. We still want to damage people with higher HP. We want to increase our damage when we kill someone. We want to go there. We want to increase our damage if we're debuffed. Doesn't make a difference. We can go. Realistically, I don't think it makes a huge amount of damage. All I want to come down for is just the counter attack retribution. So all of this is really irrelevant. We lose crit damage, which is fair enough. But we should, if we can proc Helm Smasher, should be quite cool. So we'll just remain on the same stage that we were. We'll do 19. So we've got increased attack, we've got all the buffs, weaken, decrease defense, stun. So let's jump on in and see how much fun Elhain is, because she does hit quite well. Picture 100 extra crit damage. Just imagine you've got really insane savage gear. And the game's about fun, so you may as well have some. So everybody's got weaken, so weaken. We've got a couple of stuns, decrease defense across the board. So let's start off with the A3. We should get some decent numbers from a few of them. 60s and 70s. I think that was actually relatively quick. And yes, I know I'm using energy, but it's okay. I decided that was fine at the start of the video. Just for the purpose of what we're trying to do. So we've got increased crit rate, increased crit damage, increased speed. Okay, let's look at, because we're going to be wasting energy when we change teams anyway, so we'll start with the A2 and we slap her. 107, 50s and 60s, not the worst. What if we just keep on going for a second? So Elhain should be doing, I believe, her A3. 20 star ace is quite average considering we have no buffs and whatnot, but if we take in Gerptuck, I think Gerptuck is a good choice. Gerptuck Mossbeard, where are you, buddy? Where are you, Gerptuck? Because to weaken, we kind of need to keep. Lydia's just inconsistent, so can't really rely on the decreased defense and weaken until clan versus clan, where I may book her. I may book Ultimate Death Knight. So we're going to be getting more damage for all of this. Let's put some weaken. Let's A3. 60s, 80s, 70s. Still not the worst. It's quite a fun little champion. Considering we're on stage 19, she's doing pretty well. She's not doing the worst amount of damage I've ever seen. We don't have buffs, so let's replay again. We start with the A2. And then we'll put it in a team where we're going to do an actual dragon run. So let's... Okay, decrease defense. Clan banner for more damage. Decrease defense, weaken across the board. All the buffs are there. So we're going to see how much damage. 150,000, 75, 80, 60. So it's not the worst. I've seen way worse. I think the damage is quite cool from her. If you're looking just to have some fun, she is a bit power crept in the fact that she can be replaced. And Kale, realistically, is the main starter champion you can take all the way to end game. As far as doing damage in Doom Tower in your clan boss team. Midge's in Relentless and he just destroys the dragon, which is quite fun. The other three kind of get slightly left behind, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So let's see if we can... Doesn't matter if you take the buffs off. We're still going to hit you anyway. 30s and 40s. It is what it is. It's quite fun. So let's put it into a team. Let's edit the team. So let's... we need to keep... Get rid of him. Right, equip artifacts. Piss off. No. Go away. Leave. Let's take stage 19. We're taking a poisoner. We're going to be taking a poisoner. So we're going to be taking in her buddy, Relentless Kale. And we will take in so we can get more damage from stunning people. What if we just take in... I mean, Nethril might do way too much damage. That's the only problem. He does stun really well though. Let's see. Let's do this. Right, we'll do auto. We'll just do 2 times speed. And we're just going to look at the damage at the end of the run. 83. Second hit's not the best, but the first hit's still quite respectable. Keeping in mind my savage gear for the amount of firing I've done recently is still really shit. My speed gear, to be fair, I have very bad luck with as well. Like 3 years in, like over 20k energy. I never got the best rolls that I could have got for my speed gear. And I'm not buying it because it's bloody hella expensive. So come on, Masquerade Kale. Extra turn. Boop. More poisons. Ignoring defense is never a bad thing. Not bad for a minute 20. Considering we won't fail it. And apart from Ghostborn, every other champion is attainable. Ghostborn could have been War Maiden. She does the same thing. She's a very good decreased defense champion. One of my favourite decreased defense champions. Purely because, you know, she's just one of those champions. You get her very early. She can be obtained from campaign. She can be booked through campaign. Leveled through campaign. It's an all-around bloody good champion. 2 minutes in with mostly obtainable champions. RNG is required for Ghostborn, obviously, I know that. But we could be doing way worse. And we're just going to be 2 minutes 20. 2 minutes 20 seconds to get 1.2 million damage. More than Kale, who is the poisoner in a Relentless set. Ghostborn 500,000. Archmage 226. And Sile with some stuns, some good healing, over 350k. Our damage is the lowest, but we expect it to be. That is quite cool. And I think let's just go and see what we have from Clan Boss. Were we lucky enough to get anything worth opening? I mean, I'll take a book. I will take a book. If they're all speed, the gloves can be okay. Otherwise, you're going in the bin. Triple resistance, and I'll consider you. So nothing worth opening so far. But that does it for this one. That answers the question, can you have fun with Elhain? Yes, you can. You can have way more fun if you have better gear than me, without question. You can play around with the masteries if you want consistent damage, flawless execution. If she's in Savage, you can go Helm Smasher. Always can bring in like a stun champion, you can bring in a grip duck, you can bring in all of these different things. Lydia is good if you if you have her, B, if she's booked just for the main debuff that you're going to require. But for this one, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Keep on reading. I'll see you soon.